and we're back with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I think this is going to be the day that we beat it because, for those of you who have been keeping up, remember that last session we did with this game where I spent most of the stream grinding for a particular sword? Yeah, and I did eventually find it, after a great deal of grinding. But off-stream, I got another one. So now, we've got one in each hand, and we are ready to utterly annihilate the remainder of Dracula's castle. Absolutely nothing will stand in our way now. It's all just gravy. We've even got at least the baseline of all of our other shapeshift forms, too. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, where are we? We're in the library. We might... Ooh, I see some things I didn't fill in. I can get those another... But I am close. All right, let's get out of the library first, and then we'll see just how much those squares might actually mean to me. Fucking schmooze. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. Right, I need to be getting the fuck out of here. Five minutes left in the playthrough with those two swords. Well, I don't think the rush will be quite that intense, but it will be absolutely hilarious. And it's funny because, like, of how immediately it'll happen once I get there. You know, it's all this big pomp and circumstance, and then Dracula's shouting, "Behold my true form and despair!" And then he just absolutely annihilated. Alex says, "Poor Dracula." Ah, poor nothing. He started it. Actually, no. Dracula did not start it. The village started it. And Dracula's anger was entirely justified. I, too, would have burned the countryside to the ground had that happened to me. Phil says, 8 hours of grinding so you can beat the game in 2 hours. Exactly. Exactly. Now you're catching on to the math. The man math, as American Dad would put it. Oh, yeah, I can easily get those squares. They'll mean enough. Because I can just use the warp to get past the clock tower and not have to do the actual difficult part. Yeah, now you're just next. Pharaoh says, technically, Konami started it. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Carnivore says, well, I didn't put 200 hours into my Dark Souls character to beat a 12-hour game. I'm not going for a win. I'm going for domination. There you go. Because that's what this is really about. Let's be fair. Because if it was just about being effective, one of these things is more than enough. 2 is excessive. Just comically excessive. But that's why we're doing it. Now those are... Oh, okay, I know where those are. Those are easy enough to get. Not like there will be anything terribly meaningful in my way. So now it's just a matter of going. Like, it's just nothing. Eh, fuck you, I'll just phase through you. Which means getting back will be just as simple. Provided I don't get cocky and clumsy. You know, like the kind that just lost his axe. That kind of sloppy and clumsy. But that's fine. At least it wasn't a cross. Don't... No. Wait, that was the other square. We went too far. I thought it was one of the sky sections. That's even better that it's just this place. Nothing there? I must be misremembering. That's not the right button. Okay, now we can just go back to the warp and choose our destiny. So I guess it's... Do we want to go to the outer wall? The inverted chapel? Orlox's quarters? The castle is our oyster. And every boss will be here for us to humiliate. Hey, Tree Sentinel style. Almost there. There we go. Now... You're the warp up here. Alex says, not gonna lie, the platinum for Resident Evil 3 make will be to make 100 hours in that game. That is definitely not something that's going to happen to my copy of Resident Evil 3. Yeah, we might as well keep going with the outer wall. It's much easier to recover from than... No, one more time. Than trying to get back up those godforsaken fish stairs in Ninja Gaiden earlier. But, you know, speedrunning or not, you play something enough on loop, it just all blends together, and then suddenly you've got more time than any normal person has on a particular game. That's just how it goes. Like, obviously it's no secret to anybody that Doom is, like, the most played thing no matter where I find it or get it. But, like, some of my other higher plays, like I go to my 3DS and one of my most played games is the Urban Champion 3D. That's not for normal people. That is for real NES goobers who, like, love the black box stuff. And yes, I am one of those. For the most part. I mean, some that are just awful. Like Clu Clu Land, I don't get it. Well, I do get it, I just don't like it. Kung Fu's pretty good. Hello, creature. Goodbye, creature. And that is the kind of fucking crazy damage having two of these things can let you do. Pardon me. Alex says, even though one run is like 2 hours for me, I just wish some cutscenes were just cutscenes. Also, there's a lot of like Yeah. The QuickTime stuff. There's never really a time to put the controller down, which I suppose should be a positive, but it doesn't work out that way in this game. Paranthropus. Big skeleton. Just gone. Luck potion. Yeah, fucking luck potion. You know when that would have been useful? Game? Yeah, we gotta get the rest of this. Farrell says, I didn't like most NES black box games as a kid. Same as an adult. I don't blame you, dude. I know I'm the, we'll say the minority or the outsider here. Now, does that elevator still work here? Or is that only in the other castle? I mean, I have the mist form, so it's moot. Urban Champion and Balloon Fight. Far and away my two most played black box games. And I do really enjoy, like, Kung Fu as well. Original Donkey Kong's good for a larf. But, you know, in the case of Donkey Kong, once you've beaten those 4 levels, it's like, okay. Now what? And, you know, usually you change games. But in the case of Urban Champion and especially Balloon Fight, I would just play that game for fucking hours. Just hours. In the case of Balloon Fight, me and my friend were playing it so long, we ended up resetting the score counter. That was a long, fun night. Farrell says, Clu Clu Land is horrid. It is! It's dreadful! I hated any time that I had to actually, like, play it when I played NES Remix on the Wii and... Or no, Wii U and 3DS. I can't remember if that came out on the Switch or not. I know they had that NES Championships. I got the physical cartridge of that, and it's fucking cool. That's probably exactly the answer to that. This NES Remix was actually, like, really good. I liked that. So much that I was, like, waiting for, like, okay, where's SNES Remix? Where's that? What games are you going to include in it? See some, like, F-Zero challenges, some Mario World challenges. You could even have Yoshi's Cookie back for some reason. Carnivore says, QuickTime events need to become a thing of the past. So lame. They got oversaturated. I understand where you're coming from. I'm generally not terribly... I don't know. Like, when I'm experiencing them in, like, Resident Evil 4, it's fine. It's totally fine. But, you know, in a new game now, it could go either way. I could roll my eyes and be like, eh. Or I could just be so otherwise engaged that I don't give a shit. It's kind of all over the map. Alex says, QuickTime events are fun when you don't have anything to lose. The action itself is easy to perform and very fun to do. That can be true. I liked them on the Wii. Especially with games like Manhunt 2. The game is really fun. Carnivorous Giraffe says, pro tip for making canna butter I found out is that the lecithin is an additive that you can add that helps bond THC to fat molecules. So instead of putting approximately 70 to 80 THC, you're getting closer to 85-95% extraction. Damn! That's some serious optimization you got going on there. That's some good science you're up to. I approve. Farrell says, QuickTime events are dependent on how they're used. They can be fun, like in They can be fun in RPGs, like in Xenoblade. That's actually really true, and that brings me up another opportunity to bring up Kingdoms of the Dump, which has lots of QuickTime events, but they never once bothered me. I'm still just ear-to-ear delighted with that game. Fuck it. We'll do the underground caverns. But in games like Spider-Man, it's immersion breaking for me. Okay, now that's interesting, Farrell, but I do understand. Trying to think of other instances where I think maybe they should bother me, but they don't. Metroid Dread, actually. I don't mind those QuickTime events at all. Oh, the cross! Now if we can just hang on to it. That's the real trick, isn't it? Carnivorous Giraffe says, yeah, if it breaks immersion, I'm out. That's probably the best way to put it. Immersion is so key. It is so key. I don't like the obnoxious pointers that, you know, break immersion. Like, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster has a literal yellow paint saying, this way, pointing up to where you need to climb to go, get yourself a better position against Carlito. I'm gonna take the other way. Phil says, Spider-Man is a slightly interactive movie. Might as well play Night Trap. Well, you might not be wrong. I actually haven't played any of the Spider-Man games, basically, since, yeah, that would have been the second Sam Raimi movie, but for the PS2. I liked swinging around in that city. I don't think I ever actually accomplished anything in that game, but it was a lot of fun to swing around and, like, throw people off the tops of buildings. Average Spider-Man activity. Carnivorous says, wasn't one of the Ninja Gaiden games super QuickTime event based? Like, it replaced the combat almost? Yeah, that would be Razor's Edge, I believe. Or it was the first release of Ninja Gaiden 3, but either way, the mechanic you're looking for in there is called Blood and Steel, I think? Or Bone and Steel, or, you know, something in steel. And that becomes, like, the way you have to deal with every enemy, and it's just so tedious. I do not care for Ninja Gaiden 3 or Razor's Edge. I liked Ninja Gaiden Yaiba better than both of them. Farrell says, taking any damage with 2 Crissaegirms is unacceptable. Entirely correct. It shows such a laissez-faire, like, whatever. I am not nearly the pro the swords would have you believe. Right, that is normally for the succubus, but she's not here. And she's one of the few bosses that doesn't have an inverted analog. So this is just kind of more so for map completion. Now, speaking of map completion, how's that walk armor doing? Oh, it's better. All right. Fuck you, Alucard Mail. Whenever says, I remember the transition from 2 to 3 being jarring. Jarring is certainly a word for it. Fairly accurate one, but oh boy. Oh boy. The first version that released is one of the few games I actually, like, just straight out traded to EB. It was like, get this thing out of my library. And then I was convinced to give it a second chance, and I got Razor's Edge for my Wii U. And while a lot was fixed, not enough is. It's just bad at its root. Too much needs to change. It just needs to be a different game. For me, anyway. Hey, Brad, welcome back. Rewatching Jingle All the Way. Forgot how funny Sinbad's rant is outside the store. It's so good. Yeah, it's about time. I should start putting on the old Christmas list, which Jingle All the Way is definitely on. Also got to get some Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 in there. Garbage Day! Also so good. We can just get more map bits up here. You don't go... No, this place doesn't go to the, catacombs. Don't know why that word just stopped existing for a moment. Carnivorous says, Jingle All the Way has no right to be as good as it is. Turbo Man? Yeah, right? I had to get the Turbo Man. Oh, right. You can't maintain your mist form or your bat form. So we use good old-fashioned moon boots. Since I'm actually eating bread right now. Just get closer, and then cut them to pieces. I didn't realize she was still going. Phil says, the movie where Phil Hartman plays a borderline rapist. Yeah, but he never crosses that border. God damn it. I did not mean to do that. Oh, but we're missing so much map. Oh, wait. No. I remember what this ends up having to be. There's the proper morph. There we go. That extra little bit. Hey! I see you back there. Jump up, damn you! Excuse me, fucking cave troll. Oh, come on! Farrell says, these are the worst map squares coming up. They are! They are just... Are you serious? What do you mean that didn't have enough momentum? There we go. It's all about that mid-morph. Carnivore says, you gotta watch the Karate Christmas Miracle. It's nonsense. Pure nonsense. And I love it. Bad acting, bad writing. Can't even say there's plot holes because the plot is gibberish. That sounds fantastic. That's just delightful. Karate. Come on there, pen. There you go. Karate Christmas Miracle. Excellent. That sounds like something I should have in my rotation. Perfect. Phil says he tried, though. He did. He put his whole ass into it. And then he got his comeuppance. Brad says, I agree. It's way better than it deserves to be. Gotta love Hartman, though. The weirdo that he is in this movie. Yeah, weirdo is definitely the word. The real star is the Turbo Man. The Turbo Toys. Hey now, come on. There you go. Thankfully, I don't need to be nearly so attentive on the way back out. It's just about catacombs time, anyway. Carnivorous says spoilers, but it's about a dad that goes missing during a mass shooting. Goes missing. And only karate can bring him back. I was not ready for that left turn. Oh my god, even though it's like right in the movie title. Yeah, that, you've sold me. You have just sold me. Perfect. Now, hopefully the rest of our map doesn't give us nearly so much grief. Only karate can bring him back. Jesus. I'm gonna be thinking about that. Also, yeah, going missing during a shooting. Like, there's layers to this bunt cake of a film. Trying to think of some other decent horror ones. Like Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg as Santa. Of course, you gotta have your mandatories in there. Your Garfields. Your Muppet Christmas Carol. Illegal to do Christmas without either of those. Gremlins, of course. Die Hard. Hello, clone. Oh, the only reason he's just not getting totally obliterated is because I can't stun lock him. Well, for the most part. Oh, he can bat out of it. Nothing to it. For a second, I was like, did I just friggin' break something? Carnivorous says, only the local lawyer / police psychic can help this family. I can't tell if it reads more like a comic book or a video game, but it sounds completely mental. I love it. Oh, and I checked out that Dagoth companion mod trailer, and it looks so damn funny. Learning all sorts of wonderful things. Phil says, not fair. He should have twin Crissaegirms too. Well, that is his problem. Did he spend hours grinding schmooze? No, he did not. The Dark Blade. Take your trash from me. Sometimes that toxic cloud has a little bit more range than I think. You guys just keep respawning? Good for you, I guess. No, yes, we still need to be at that other end. Nerevar, did you just cut my ass as you walked by? Yeah. As an Argonian, that's going to be a fun play. Just going to be a giant racist the whole time. I wonder who he'll make fun of more between my character and Khajiit if he's surrounded by them. I suppose at this point we're deep enough into the basement, I should consider looking for Galamoth. We can get those squares on the way back. Since there would have to be going back this way. Up. Listen, Mrs. Flower Bitch. How about you take 2 Crissaegirms? Take those to the face and, I don't know, do something about it. Love the upside down swimming killer fish. They're just really committed to the bit. Alright. We're getting near the catacombs. Except this time we don't have to trick a skeleton ape into opening them for us. Oh, no, we don't. Not letting you gain anything resembling purchase. Get up there, Alucard. Those squares are a lot more forgiving than the other ones. Oh, good. That one's actually a nice clean divide. Get you out of the way. Carol says, if you get game over with 2 Crissaegirms, I'm going to need to revoke that gamer card of yours. You'd be right to. You would be absolutely right to. But thankfully, that life up gave me just what we needed. And I'm pretty sure I'm coming up on a save point, too. Well, at least... Well, we'll get rid of you. And we'll just do these last parts before coming back to do the catacombs. Don't really need that. There's just, like, nothing we need anymore. I could even have, like, my fairy familiar out and just become, like, functionally immortal, because now I picked up, just a little while back, I just didn't call any attention to it, the Life Hammer. And that's something she can use to resurrect me the second I die. And then I've got life apples that accomplish the same thing. Alex asks, do you have a tip for the Dark Ages? For future me. Okay, well, when you get to it. Yes. The thing you're gonna want to remember is your shield ram. The first thing you're going to miss coming off of Eternal is the meat hook, until you realize just how long a reach you have with the shield ram. That's your new lateral or vertical movement. If you need to get out of a situation, look for something higher than you and shield ram to it. Takes your aid out of it. And if you got that shield charged, that's enough to do a lot of damage to something like a heavy target that might be trying to irritate you. Give it a stun, force feed it 2 barrels of super shotgun, and everyone's laughing. But yeah, shield ram. Lean into that. Learn it. Live it. It will save you. Pretty sure you're just the cave out. Yeah, we don't need to go there. It's vertical? Yeah, it's multi-directional. Basically, as long as you're pointing at it, then you can ram to it. Like, actually, just in a level I was doing recently. I was fighting a Revenant and a bunch of stuff on, like, a lower level, and they were starting to get in on me. So I looked up and saw there was a Mancubus up there, so I shield rammed right to him. Got me out of that mess with the Revenants, and then I just started beating him down with a flail, and, you know, it's a new way to keep that level of movement that you think you're going to lose, coming off of Eternal and losing the meat hook. But no, it's there, it's just different. I see, you're one of those. Now, which other one did we miss? There we go. Alex says, also wish you could whiff the shield rammer bash and become like a demon knight. Oh, okay. That would be a neat way to play. Oh yeah, also another tip that's very good. Pay attention to what perks your currently used weapon has for when you get a parry. Some you might want to use more than others, or at least in different situations. Like the rocket launcher, if you parry a projectile, it gets to be your next rocket that you can hang on to and store for later, becomes like a supercharged rocket, deals massive damage. So, like, if I'm fighting something that I see is launching green projectiles, I'll often just whip out the rocket launcher, get my parry, charge my rocket, and then go back to my secondary weapon. Until I see something that deserves that extra punch. Maybe another Mancubus, or, like, Arachnotrons. A charged rocket just erases them from the field. So you see them, it's just like, I cast thee out! Alright, now it's time to go to the catacombs for real. Carnivorous says, I can't believe I haven't yet played the Dark Ages. I need to fix that. Yeah, you do, man. You really do. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Demo from TF2. Oh, Demo Night. Okay, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Because honestly, the first thing my brain went to was this Tales from the Crypt movie called Demon Knight, and I was like, is there a Doom reference in there I missed? What am I missing here? But no, the Demo Night. That makes more sense. Crissaegirms Massacre. You're damn right it is. Also, welcome, Winters. Great to have you as always. Nothing in these halls is even given a chance to stand. Now, the next part should be... Yeah, there's the catacombs entrance. We're gonna go fuck Galamoth up. How mighty is our walk armor now? 40. Oh, it's good. It's very good. It's 38 last time I checked on it. Oh, yeah, you don't even get a chance to transform because you're getting dealt so much damage. Hey now. That was not at all what I meant to do. Save. Always a good idea. Always a good idea. Even when you have unfairly superpowered weapons. Oh yeah, there's no boss in this room either. No Cerberus. And I was confusing that with a... Oh. Ah, no, it is death.
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
Come get some. Take that, buddy. Winter says, don't forget to put on that lightning-absorbing circlet or whatever form. Yeah, the topaz circlet. I don't think I've actually got that yet. No. Oh, wait, yes it is. Oh, wait, nope. It wasn't topaz, because that's poison. Oh, no, it was the barrel circlet. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's somewhere in where we're about to get to. But good call. Thanks for reminding me, Winters. Oh, yeah, we got to open that. Carnivorous says, Demon Knight is bad. I enjoy it. I won't ever accuse the movie of being good, but it's a fun time. Wait, no, you don't do that. It's the demon card that does that. That's not the button I want. Listen. Oh, you gotta scroll into this? Is that what you gotta do? There you go.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
Carnivorous says, what a fight. Winter says, this isn't even fair. I know. That's why we're doing it this way. Because it is most unfair to the CPU. And we all know that's the most fun that can be had. I'm just a big sucker for Tales from the Crypt, though. I just have not had a bad time watching a single one of their movies or adaptions. Even Tales from the Crypt Keeper was pretty sweet. At least for those first two seasons. Third one's a little wonky. Phil says, Demon Knight is great. Fill your mana culture. Carnivorous says, the first Tales from the Crypt is real good. Super camp. Lots of Italian horror lighting. Yes! Yes! That's why I loved that. I can't stand Billy Zane is probably my biggest issue. I understand, because I also cannot stand Jada Pinkett. So, I get where you're coming from. It's literally the rest of the pure, unadulterated schlock that carries it for me. I don't want that stupid thing. That diamond sucks. Winter says, Mighty Max was an awesome cartoon, too. Some episodes were fairly dark as well. That's right. You know, I keep forgetting about Mighty Max. He was a very well-known factor of the 90s. He always had those commercials, and they always seemed to come on, like, during Beast Wars or something on YTV. Maybe YTV was just doing their big promotion. I seem to remember at some point that he was, like, relaunched on... Well, not, like, relaunched, like, reboot. Would you stop hitting that button? Re-whatevered on Teletoon. Like, much later. Not in terms of, you know, airing in primetime, but I mean, just like, you know, a couple years later, he found his way there. Pretty sure it was mostly a YTV thing. Keep her name out of your fucking mouth! That's right, fucking... Will's gonna find me and slap the shit out of me. Just live on stream. Ratings suddenly go through the roof. Power of Sire is really good. If you've somehow got enough cash to get the duplicator, you just have infinite Power of Sire, it's even more busted OP than what I'm currently doing with the 2 Crissaegirms. Oh, Dan gets slapped by Will Smith. This is awesome. I mean, it'd be nothing but positive for me. Welcome to Earth. Oh, Independence Day. God, I think the last time I watched that, it was like still on like pay-per-view TV. I never did see the new one. Didn't see the point. I had fun with Independence Day, though. If nothing else, for Brent Spiner's Scientist. Have Star Trek, will travel. Yeah, might as well save again. Who says no to saving more than once? Winter says it sucks. Oh, good. So I'm not missing anything. That is fine by me. I can be perfectly content never seeing that. I can't remember which direction actually leads me to Galamoth. Let's try this direction first. I mean, it's always just funny to plow through blood skeletons. I'm waiting for you to dissipate, sir. Carnivorous says the sequel was so bad, but I also don't like Independence Day. Well, there you go. Very easy decision there. I mean, who's gonna bother seeing a sequel to something that they didn't like in the first place? That'd be quite an interesting use of time. I forgot they could block my flurry of swordish nonsense. The fucking golden retriever outrunning an exploding city. Yes, of course, because he was the goodest boy. Oh, I forgot about that scene. It's just so good. The explosion just whoosh. Right, we need that scroll. That's what I came back here for. Farrell says, Will Smith is super overrated. I can pretty fairly agree with that. I mean, I can't take anything from Fresh Prince, but he definitely oversaturated himself. No! Oh, good. Almost lost the cross. That would have been tragic. Well, we gotta at least put the spike breaker on for here. I gotta stop hitting that button. Don't know why that keeps popping up, but whatever. Carnivorous says, lol. Saw the first one when I was a kid. The second one was a morbid curiosity. Fair enough. Winter says, After Earth was atrocious. I completely forgot that movie existed. Like, it's just gone. For a quick second when I read your chat, I was thinking of, God, what the hell was I thinking of? Battlefield Earth with, fucking John Travolta? Like, I mean, same kind of level of insane, but... Alright, now we're back to the walk armor. This is the Wild Wild West. Oh my god. Man. See, the funniest part about that is I mostly know the Wild Wild West from any time I've seen that South Park episode when Cartman's obsessed for it, and he's got that song that he always sings. Winter says, shit, Mojo Mail. Never got that drop. I wasn't even paying attention. Too busy Crissaegrimming everything. Increases magic attack power. Oh yeah, apparently I've got 2 of them. Neat. We don't need magic with these bad boys. Never says Jim West, Desperado. Not familiar with what that movie might be. I mean, I know of the movie Desperado with Antonio Banderas, but I don't recall Will being in that. Phil says, I do like Men in Black. The first one, at least. You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that one. I've got a soft spot for at least the first one there. The, exactly like Winter says, the noisy cricket. That's like, I love that thing. Farrell says, it'd be great if it turned you into Mojo from X-Men. That would be awful. Castlevania just becomes different channels of Mojo's world. I don't think Alucard would have a great time with that. Not one bit. Whenever says, lol, that's the intro song from Wild Wild West. Oh, that is? That's not just Cartman's song? Oh my god. That's so much better. And of course that means Cartman's version is best. Oh right, I took that armor off. Hurdy-durdy, turtledy-durd. Shit. Well, the power of Christ sure compelled them. We're not going to leave that cross behind like some kind of doofus. This is I got your joke, carnivorous. Vincent D'Onofrio performances as a bug in a human suit is so goddamn funny. It's true. It's very true. That's Yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Him trying to pass himself off as human. It's just so good. I think we should take the upper route first and then save before continuing this endeavor. Carnivorous says, yeah, I'll give it to Wild Wild West. It's fucking stupid, but it's that half-man robot that entertained me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, there's worse reasons people have gotten drawn to something. Half-robot dudes? I think that's pretty okay. Just in case the worst should happen. So we didn't... Do we get that circlet yet? Doesn't look like it. Well, we might not have it by the time we find him. We might just have to be relying entirely on the Crissaegirms, which is fine. That's why we got 2. Yeah. Peace out, guys. Just casually steamroll them. I like how in the inverted, like, it's not lava, it's like some weird ice river. Genuinely like that. Oh, I suppose we gotta at least get the upper part here. Attack potion. What are you? Necklace of J. I don't actually recall what that does. Defense plus 5. Eh. That's not as good as the Moonstone. You a save point? No. Ooh, $1. That's very useful. Now you're a save point. There you go. Farrell says, who is Jay, though? The Joker? Can't be Saint-Germain. Because that's spelled with a G. And a saint. That's a bit different. I suppose it could be simple Jonathan. There's been a Jonathan. And a Charlotte. And John Morris. Maybe it's a John necklace. Okay, so we've definitely found Galamoth and we don't have the barrel circlet. Phil says Jerry Seinfeld. There you go. Perfect. It's the necklace of Jerry Seinfeld. Alright, Galamoth. It's time for me to destroy you. Get close. Ah! Hey now! Alright. That lightning is crazy damaging. Those attacks are absolutely devastating. I think there's reasons I normally try to get the barrel circlet. Cherry only. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What's the deal with Dracula? Perhaps I should have come here later after I actually got that proper circlet. Because turns out he actually has enough hit points to spongingly take that onslaught. Not the way Dracula doesn't. We'll get him, though, out of pure stubbornness, if nothing else. He's dead, he's alive. Pick a form of being! Pharaoh says, I'll see that card now. It's true. It's true. A game over was met. I'm not using my stuff defensively. Phil say you died with the most broken weapon? You gotta restart a new file and grind for those weapons again. I believe that is adequate punishment. This is not allowed to happen twice. There's got to be something I'm carrying that's a little bit more healing. Oh, that's unpetrify. Ah! There we go. And we'll put the Crissaegirms back. There. See, that's how that should have gone. But you see, I got cocky and sloppy, and I paid for it. Turns out when you actually use your abilities defensively, you're much, much better. On the plus side, that is easily the hardest boss of the entire game. There will be no more surprises like that. Ruby Circlet. Okay, now what? You guard against fire, right? Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that really does fire damage to me. Winter says the reward from this fight is so anticlimactic. Yeah, it makes you wonder why you'd even bother doing it. Without, like, any other reason, completionism aside. Or maybe you're Richter and you really just want to give yourself that kind of challenge. Like I do. He is definitely a challenge to fight with Richter, but he's not impossible. Some good item crashes are literally the difference between life and death sometimes. Where is that damn barrel circlet? It's obviously somewhere else in the castle, but I was under the distinct impression that, there was supposed to be more. Oh well. Carol says, anticlimactic? You get to become a fart cloud. That's amazing. You know, that's true. You get to become an immortal fart cloud. See, now that is exactly the kind of power that I could never, ever be trusted with. I mean, let's face it, you couldn't trust me with any kind of power. I would find some way to wholesale abuse that. Especially if I can just become a fart. More necklace of Jerry Seinfeld only. Yeah, there's only one way out of here. Now... yeah, let's use the warp. No, let's not. Because we have to get those other squares on the way back. Yeah. Let's do it that way. Leave no square to spare, especially when it's all in service of making this walk armor powerful. For stupid, clumsy tools like me. Who don't think about their actions the whole way through often enough. No, not using the warp. We already established that. Bat Massacre. It's almost like that running flip that we were doing as Ryu earlier. Oh yeah, I suppose I'm into collecting hearts now since I keep accidentally pulling the trigger on the cross. And I'm going in the wrong direction. Because of course I am. No chance! Almost there. Now, it's here we gotta go. Carnivore says, we need everyone to make their New Year's resolution to get Dan within pimp-slapping range of Will Smith. God damn, that would be funny. Really? I thought for sure one of those came apart, but oh well. Oh, this is great. Now I'm gonna have Vince McMahon's theme song in my head. Yes! No chance in hell! Another man of culture there. It's a total debacle! Winter says, say Jada's knife 3 times into a mirror and he'll appear. It's the worst kind of reverse Candyman. Okay, yep, we're just getting our way back up. Oh, right, I forgot I could do that. Now Winters has the whole song in chat for everybody's ears. 618. Damn, that's a lot of HP. I suppose that's what happens when you grind for 2 of these fucking things. I could probably even make them more criminally powered if I put on, like, the Ring of Ares. But then that'll make me even more fragile. We've already proven that we are not unkillable. Ow! Definitely glad to have that sword here, because the fucking Nova Skeletons are such a pain in the ass. Of course we could just do this too. Just an industrial size sentient cloud of ass ham. There. Sometimes you gotta exhibit just a tiny bit of patience. No game, I do not wish to do the end battle yet. We'll get there, though. Shaft will get his. You gonna open the other one now? What the fuck are you doing? Aha! There you go. I can get that. Let's get the castle entrance out of the way before we start crawling around in that area. I need a stopwatch to get in there, but good. Everything we need is here. Yay, resist Kool-Aid. This wasn't really worth going in for, except for the sole purpose of map completion. Winters asks, have you ever gotten that sword drop from the floating knight? I never have, even after hours of trying. I've gotten it once. Only once. And it wasn't even worth it when I got it. I was like, oh, I want to get this again. It's not fun like the Crissaegirms. What did I miss? Oh, well, I can worry about that once I do my return trip. Now that will be on the way down. Oh, nope. No. Okay. Suppose it couldn't be a bad idea to use one of these. God, I think, you know, the last time I even tried getting that was when I was, still playing this game on my PS1. Yes, we wanted to do the other part of the castle first. I think if I were to try to take on that endeavor now, I would probably do so with as many luck potions as I can conceivably find. I don't know why I'm trying to cling to that. Stopwatches are that useful. You know what? Maybe it's actually better that if instead I go out the lower way, and that way we can go from the marble gallery into Orlox's quarters. And this way will take me back out to the castle entrance where I was originally trying to go. I wonder if the fan people working on making this on the Sega Genesis are ever actually going to, like, complete the conversion. What they've got so far is, honestly, is impressive. Just impressive. But demakes are always something that interest me. The Mega Man X8 demake, I think, would be fun to play for the channel, because first of all, they make Mega Man X8 into a good game, which by itself is an improvement. And no small one either, because X8 was inelegant, we shall say. Nope. Oh, nope, that's another way. Though it would have certainly been bad, and I've seen plenty enough YouTube channels of those fortunate enough to have gotten a copy of this strange oddity. This game for the Tiger Game Con. I would love to experience that for myself firsthand. Mostly just to say that I did. It's the same kind of curiosity as, like, playing Doom on the 3DO for some reason. Farrell asked, did they finish the X8 demake? Yes, they did. They did indeed. And it was remarkably easy to set up and get working. And in that same vein, Mega Man Extreme is one of my favorite Mega Man games to just bomb through. That Game Boy Color demake of Mega Man X1 and 2. It's often the first game I play on my 3DS if I remember digging that out for whatever reason. Just love to play it. There's the entrance. Balls. Talisman. Same thing. Now, this... do we need to unlock that, or does that get unlocked from here? Oh, no, it's just fine. Good. We will unlock a new warp zone. Which will be just great. We are crushing this castle. Save point? Yes. Nope, we need to go deeper and further, because that will also just take us into the marble gallery, which is... Winter says, when did you lose your cross for the clock? I don't know. I don't know when I did that, but obviously I did. Fuck. Oh well. At least we know the crosses are relatively easy to get. All we gotta get to is like the center of the marble gallery, and they've got that whole bit. At least now if I accidentally hit the item use button, it's not gonna use hundreds of hearts in a cross-born fury. And not forgetting about you. Gotta take the life ups. 663. Wonder if we can get him with a different kind of bonus that gets him up to 666. That'd be funny, at least for a level. Ah, the dodo. I also remember grinding for the rare drop off the dodo. That took a long time. We're not doing that on this stream. We've already had our adventures with grinding. Ah, didn't open. All right, all right. Okay. Once as Alucard. Once as a bat. Once as a wolf. And once as a fart. And now that path is open. Farrell asks, was the dodo the meal ticket? I don't think so. I think there was something else it was carrying that I was... There's the circuit. There's the circlet. Yep, that would have made that fight entirely different. That's funny. That is just too funny. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the dodo's carrying something a little bit more rare than the meal ticket. Of course, I could be wrong. I have been known to spend hours with this game just grinding stupid shit. And now we're all joined up back here. We got a few more rooms in the entrance, and then that's clear. We can move on to the marble gallery. Oh yeah, and that place. Still part of the entrance, but I forgot about it. Not even a chance to finish spawning. I guess I'll keep the holy water. That seems slightly more useful. Save point's always useful. Fire boomerang. Another among the long list of projectiles I just don't bother with using. They're fun to have that they're there, but, you know. No rose gardens here. Farrell says, ah, the rune sword. Yes, that's it! That sword that you throw. And then, like, in the graphic of the throw being made, you see the word verboten. Yes, that is exactly what that is. Yeah, I know why I wanted that. That was worth doing. These poor wargs barely had a chance. Whee! Hey, a cross! Another hammer. Lots of hearts. Lots of farts. Okay, we're all shored up. We can now leave the entrance. I remember at one point I had like the whole, like everybody's drops properly gotten in the bestiary, in the library. That was a lot of time. And then one of the various memory card judgment days happened, and I lost that file. Whoops. It was the technology of the time. Where it just says, remember how even more ridiculous it was with the turbo controller and the two Crissaegirms? I forgot about that, but you're right. That was just unholy. And hilarious. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go up the normal way. Because there's more map to complete this way. Fart. Never says, I'm gonna tell my kid we kept our Mario saves on wax discs and see what he says. Dad's making stuff up again. I could totally see that. Those demons really are lesser now. Those used to be tough obstacles and bosses, and now they're just nothing. Right, there was that part we can get now. Because shit's not blocking our way. I'm pretty sure you're just a save point anyway. Still useful. Imps are kind of a pain. There we are. Had to get that opening. Goddess shield. I totally misread that. I thought it said godless shield. It's like, I don't know if it's that harsh. Oh, now we need to complete that loop. Boss? Ah, yes, another boss. Oh, Beelzebub! Right, how can I forget? We're just asked, what's the rod shield combo that essentially breaks the game? I don't remember. I think that's the Holy Rod and Alucard shield? The amount of damage you can get off of that is just disgusting. We only really Crissaegrimmed his feet off. The rest of it, we were just a horrible, horrible fart. Just hanging around his face. Probably in his mouth. He accepted the worst kind of defeat. What is that? Okay, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. Carnivorous says, went to a dam, and there's holes where they drilled in the stone to make big old blocks. I told them there's worms that eat through rocks. You told them about graboids. See, they start real small at first, before they become ass blasters. Pharaoh says shield rod, Alucard shield. Okay, I knew it was the Alucard shield, but I thought it was the Holy Rod, but shield rod makes more sense. Oh yeah, gotta love that. Total refill. There's just so many crazy combos of stuff to discover in this game. Are you sure? Oh, wait. Right. Yeah, we're just not gonna take any of your crap. Bitter fly. Did... Okay, no. Those are two different passageways. No, you don't have that. Hell yes. No 666 for us, but we're gonna be cresting 700 maybe. Dracula's got no chance! No chance in hell! The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for Dracula at sacrifice. We'll get Samoa Joe in on this. You cannot stop the fart! Hey now! There! What do you think of that? Dracula! You're fired! Or alternatively, if you were thinking of True Lives, he's like, you're fired. Except we're not going to be firing him off of a missile. That would be really cool, though. If nothing else, fun. Okay, one more set of squares to add. And then onward. There we go. I believe this is another area where we could just get all of our... Oh, no. That was a cool sound. High potion, not bad. I was gonna say it'll be useful next time we encounter something like Galamoth, but we won't. He was literally the hardest entity in the game. I don't think I got that left-hand secret on the non-inverted castle. Yeah. Carnivorous says, if Castlevania had the same ending as True Lies, it'd play a lot more like Castlevania. What, with rocket launchers? That is some holy weapon you got there, Simon. Farrell says, those big green demons give you the Flamebird sword, I believe. Oh. Well, I'll remember that next time I'm looking for it. I think we've made our choice for what sword we're going to be sticking in. Winter says, we played so much True Lies. We did. We really did. Carnivorous says, the top wife, the top-down one, that was super fun. It was. That was the very one we were playing. And yeah, it was so much more fun than it had any right to be. Of course, half the time we weren't playing the missions correctly. We were playing like our own versions of the mission. Like we'd run around to the mall and just blow people away. Winter says, you're talking to my wife? Bang! Exactly. Like we come across a civilian who looks like he's reading a paper or he's on a cell phone. We'd be like, you talking to my wife? And then just start thucking grenades at him. We were the worst secret agents. And then when they used those film stills for some of the cutscenes, just art. Gem of a game. Super happy to have that in my cartridge library. It's certainly more enjoyable than some other Schwarzenegger games on the Super Nintendo. Like the non-arcade Terminator 2, with like the worst driving controls known to man. Winter says, Ares, and that scream at the end. Yes! After you're actually, like, shooting him the missile, like, off. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Aziz. Yes, yes, Aziz. That movie was a fun movie. Maybe not one of Arnold's best, but you remember it. Love that part of the start where he's, where Bill Paxton is the, car salesman. And he has that disconnected dream of just breaking his face. There we go. Hey! No imps. No possession. We do not do that here. Never says, there were so many Terminator 2 games, I can't keep them all straight. Oh, I know! It was truly crazy how many T2 games there were. They were all, like, different somehow. I spent most of my time with the NES side-scroller. I still play that game for fun to beat. And, of course, the arcade game I've got lots of love for. We had a DOS version that was some kind of weird fighting game with weird animation. It's really, really difficult to describe, but that was not good. There was also Terminator 2 Chess Wars. That sure existed. That sure existed. It was, oh boy, it was something else. Winter says I was just typing that. One and the same. Carnivore says they were all terrible in their own way. In their own way, sure. And they could also be appreciated in their own inelegant way. Like, you know, like the NES game that I was just dunking on. That game has good music. It's a hard game. You're probably not beating the second level. Unless you're particularly devoted. Because, like, you know, people are like, oh, the dam in Ninja Turtles is so tough. No. You have seen nothing until you have played the drainage canal in Terminator 2. That is tough stuff. I remember the Super Nintendo one's soundtrack was just unhinged, just totally nuts. I suppose it's time to do this section. They can keep that item, however. I have no interest in that. Wait, what am I missing? Before we start this part, I gotta get that last square. I just want to be sure that wasn't like an opening or something. It was. Wait. Okay, this is just further up the tower. Well, we can shore up this part. Yeah, now we're all linked up, and we can... There we go. Perfect. Now that section above us is done, so it is now time for the Colosseum. Carnivorous asks, is this where you get the Harrier jet? Oh, definitely. Definitely. And soon Jamie Lee Curtis is going to run in with machine guns and save us. Or give us ammo or something. Almost totally lost that cross again. Like just the random rotating undefeatable skull. Oh, hell yeah. That's exactly what I need. Not that the boss in this section is anything to particularly write home about. It's a Castlevania 3 Easter egg! Where you fight Grant, Trevor, and Sypha. Fakes, of course. Eat shit, Trevor. Eat shit, Sypha. Get down here, Grant. Just done. Done, done, done. Might as well have had a Harrier jet there. They weren't serving out damage quite the same way Galamoth was. This leads us back into Orlox's quarters. So we need to go back, fill out the rest. Whenever says Jamie Lee Curtis harpy and lingerie appears. I wouldn't put it past it. Honestly, I wouldn't. I was gonna say, where's that secret? I know it's up here. Or down here. Whichever. Fury plate. There's no way that's as good as the walk armor. Nope. Not even a little bit. Wow. 46 and 29. It's almost offensive how much lower it is. And back down we go, I guess. Fart, 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 fart. Fart, 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 fart. That definitely got in their mouths. Now they've got vampire butthole in their mouth. Alright, let's get the rest of the exploration. Is it really just the stone skulls here as the only enemy? Why am I remembering more? Carol says, Fury Armor's specialty is in its unique ability. Maybe if I spent more than half a second. Defense goes up when damage is taken. Ah, that's why. So I'm going to have to start taking punishment for it to be as good as the armor that I'm currently wearing, which requires no punishment. It's neat armor, but my walk armor is so beefy I can't fathom why I would wear anything else at this point. Buffalo Star. Those are fun to throw. They do a decent amount of damage, but then you only get like 2 of them or something. Like, they're not items you can normally buy from the librarian. You have to rely on them being dropped. Up you go. White dragon. He doesn't look very white to me. Graham. A sword named Graham. Like, you think I'm making that up. The sword named Graham. But we're using the sword named Crissaegirms today. No. Just poison our way through them. They don't have the luxury of being able to taste my butthole. They just have to deal with the fact that it was all over their face. Damn! That is an irresponsible amount of power-ups to just throw there. That's like 3 bosses worth of power-ups, and I already got the power-ups from that boss. Okay, well, that's almost the end of this, and that... Yeah. Yeah, we're basically knocking on Dracula's door at this point. I want to double over back to the regular castle to make sure I've gotten all of the possible secrets, of course. Carnivorous says, "God damn, that was poetry." Happy to make your day. Yes, there is definitely nothing more we can do here. No, sir. Jesus. Now, where else do we need to get? We've done the vast majority of this place, actually. Yeah, we already killed the boss from a much earlier venture down this way. Go away, Malachi. I cast the shred to ribbons. To shreds, you say? Oh, now we're back on stuff we've already explored. We'll just go back out, fix that. Now... Okay, there should be just one more. You break. I don't remember if there's anything useful up this hallway. But at this point, you know, the name of the game is how much map can we complete. The Sword of Hador, or Hador. Not as good as the sword I've got. I lost my cross again. I don't know how I keep doing that. Alright. Is that the end of Orlox's quarters? It sure looks like it. Oh yeah, we can get those other squares that I was originally planning on coming back for in the rest of, I guess, what functions as an armory. Get my cross back. And even more hit points. don't need any of those other things. Of course, we'll see how long we can actually hang on to this one. All right, now, let's have a good look at Mr. Map. That's looking like everything. Now, I just want to take a quick look at the regular castle map. I've got lots of meal tickets, but that's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Where is it? TNT, Cutlass, Grapes, Gladius. Library card. Just go straight to the library. Okay. Nothing here. Ah, I see some stuff near the throne room that needs to be addressed. I see a gap in the catacombs. I think that's it. Okay. 2 things. We can do that. We can do that. Oh, I suppose it would help if I re-equipped my weapon. This inventory's a mess. So now we just need to get to a warp place. That should get us around quickly enough. Politely annihilating everything in my way. Now, yeah, we need to go up to get to the warp. No, not stone. Keyhole? Dimensional gate? Whatever you'd want to call it. Lots of time to pick up hearts along the way. Come on. Skeleton ape. Your spear twirling means nothing. Ooh, Axe Lord shield. That's at least a semi-rare, I think. Not that I even use shields. All right, where are you gonna send me? Where is this? I'll get that one last. Where's that other gap? Okay. I need to get to the entrance. That would be the closest. Yes. Nope. Yes. Now I can go down first, up in the catacombs, get that last bit of a gap, and then the 2 more spaces that I see near the Colosseum, and then we should be all golden. Yes, down is what we need to go. Nope, we don't need to go in there. Zombies, kindly remove yourself from existence. Yes, down here, then up and around. Can't believe I did... Well, no, wait, yes, I can. Because I remember when I was back at that waterfall, I did not have everything I needed. But now we've got it all. It says poetry? What have I missed? Plenty, I'm sure. Lots of swords. And the elegance of buttholes. There you are. Maybe just squeeze the bat up there. There we go. That's all we needed. And now that means... yeah, up around just below the Colosseum. Yes. Yes. All right. Back out we go. Don't need that errant mushroom. Unlike the Galamoth fight, we're just not going to be needing curative items against Shaft and Dracula. They're going to die so quickly. So quickly. It'll be like earlier, you know, where I struggled with those godforsaken fish, but not the last bosses. I've already lost track of where... Nope, nope. Oh, we're good. We're good. I can... Now, it would actually be faster for me not to warp to that segment. God, I love this track. My favorite is still the one that's in Dracula's Keep, but this is probably my second favorite. 2 for 1. Or at least 2 for 1 attack. Now, we should be able to just go up here. And I can just get up here now. Because I've got the double jump. And everything else that gives me leverage. Up you go! No, you keep going. Getting closer. All right. Yes. And that other secret that I commented I didn't get. You know what? That's actually faster if I just... Because I'm going to have to loop around anyway. But I'll have to take this way back up. I should have told that thing to go up. And then I could just drop the whole way down. For your safety. I thought for sure I should have taken at least some kind of bop from him. Now, we've already been up there. Good. We didn't forget that. Yeah, we 100% forgot that. Damn! Glad we went back for it, but now we go back up. Ugh, the slow elevator. Come on! Yeah, you know what? And that middle section, I could have told it to go down and then fly up. Or at least try to, like, gravity shoes up to make it at least look like I'm going faster, because that probably wouldn't get up here much faster. Neither would the fart cloud. And... nope. I really didn't get this part? That is so funny. That is as funny as it is stupid to me. All right. That, I believe, is sweet, sweet completeness. So now I look for the fastest... well, I got to get those other squares back in the keep, but I got to get to the keep to get to the inverted castle again. And then from there, we can go straight to Dracula. And we can laugh at how badly these blades can chump him. Carnivorous Giraffe says, some of the younger guys at work would listen to game OSTs, and some of the boomers could not get their heads wrapped around what it was, to the point of being intentionally dense. It was fun to watch them be unable to accept a new generation doing things different. I'm not sure quite what you mean by intentionally dense about the music, but I totally understand, you know, people looking at others who listen to video game OSTs like, the fuck is this all about? I don't know what this is. What are you listening to that video game music for? Video games are just beep boops. Why would you want music of that? And, you know, here I am buying the vinyl of the Ninja Turtles for NES soundtrack. No joke. Love it. It's especially funnier if you're, like, appreciating an 8-bit, a more 8-bit sounding tune. Because, you know, the more gamey it sounds, the more those people are just confounded. Like, but it's beep boop. I don't get beep boop. Farrell says, I got the vinyl for Final Fantasy IV. Oh, man, that is awesome. That is awesome. Was that like an LRG re-release? Or did you import that? Or how'd that go? Carnivorous says, why listen to a game soundtrack? You play games, don't you? Just the dumbest I don't want to understand kind of old fart. Okay, like just really stuck in their ways. Not even willing to entertain that something could possibly be different. I get that. I get that. It's unfortunate, but you know, some people, they just be like that. Alex says, I can't believe that I have to play Resident Evil 7 and record like I have no clue about the game. Oh, the folly of finding out incorrect mic positions. Or was it a more technical problem? I know it was your microphone. I just forget if it was technical or if it was a wrong place. Farrell says, that was a Japanese import. Yeah, I totally understand that. I Japanese imported a few Castlevania soundtracks, this being one of them. That and the classic NES Castlevania games were the first soundtracks I purchased officially. Imported from eBay. Young me was so proud. I'm like, I bought something international! Cool! a bunch of very uppity crows nearby. There, and that's the last block. Alright, to the inverted castle, and to the end we go. I definitely got the 4 vinyl box Super Deluxe Doom 2016 soundtrack. I wanted them to do a release like that for Doom Eternal, but that just wasn't in the cards, unfortunately. But I'm glad for some companies nowadays, they're re-releasing older soundtracks on vinyl, like Mortal Kombat on vinyl. I would have loved to have gotten one of those, but I missed the window of availability. I'm glad I was able to get to Ninja Turtles 1, though, because that's an all-time soundtrack for me. Carnivorous says, I was surrounded by that at my old job. The worst environment for a long time. Aviation has some crotchety fucks. That's part of why I left. Man, I don't blame you. Like, people like that make things just miserable to do and be around, and that's not what you want to do for work. Be around people like that, that's draining. Yes, I believe you are the closest teleporter. I just don't understand how hard it is to be like, you know what? It just ain't for me. And just move on. It is not that difficult. So they're doing things differently. Okay. Does it affect what I do? No? Okay, then let them have their fun. Alex says, also, I'm surprised enemies in Resident Evil 7 are squishy. Well, that's because later on they become so numerous. You'd want them squishy. If they were all super spongy, that would be a problem. Capital P. They feel even weaker than a fog from Resident Evil 2 make. Oh, wow. Oh, a dog. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. I'm like, yeah, the fog is real ambient, but I don't think it actually injures people. Maybe it injures their sanity. But yeah, the dogs in RE2 make are a friggin' menace. I do not suffer them lightly. Right, I gotta get up in there. What am I doing? There we go. Got that. We're gonna want that. Alright, Dracula. It's time. Well, first it's gotta be Shaft. Shaft! You're damn right. Oh wait, right. This passageway closes off. Oh, all right. Guess we're not going back out to save for that extra map percentage.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont.
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
Alex says, poor Tepesh, Knight of a Dragon. That's where the name Dracula comes from, by the way. Oh, yeah!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
Carnivorous says,
But
oof!
my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
That's all you got? This is gonna be good.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I love this
I was
Dracula.
hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten
He
what they
barely
did
got
to
2
your mother?
moves out. Oh, this is gonna be even funnier.
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Ah!
In the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
Behold my true form and
That's it.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
2 Crissaegirms, baby.
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe.
Carnivorous says, that dude is
Tell me,
acting.
What?
He is.
what were Lisa's last words?
I love his over-the-top
She said, do not
hamminess.
hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Winter's big fart sound. I'm sorry. There's some audio thing from way back in the day where it's just Alucard beating everybody with farts. So it's very timely that we called his secondary misshape the sentient cloud of ass ham. Pharaoh says, well, that was quick. I told you we were just gonna ruin his day. I was very confident that we were going to be finishing this today, and he was the least of my concern. Now, if I would have gone to the entrance first and got that stupid circlet before I fought Galamoth, it would have been a perfect, proper stomping. But we have to get at least one fuck up in there. That's how we still know we're human, right? Alex says he was turned into a whimpering old man. Well, you live long enough. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Now get back to the other people. And give us
So
the
you made
funniest
it.
song to end Castlevania on.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
You have been
sorry.
doomed since you
It is
lost
my
the
fault you
ability
had
to
fight
love.
your own father.
Such a good line.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
The new voice actors just
Don't you
they
wanna
don't
go after
have
him,
that
Maria?
extra layer of cheese whiz on their
I'm
voice. Like
sorry.
it's
I
so
can't
good.
let him
I can't
disappear
give this
from my
version up.
life.
Not for the new dub.
It's all right. Go after him.
Alex
Perhaps
says,
you
love
can
how he's
save
still a
his
bit
haunted
Christian,
soul."
like his real self,
you,
which
Hector.
built a lot of
fare thee
churches.
well.
Well, yeah,
And
because the
yourself,
religion
dear
actually
lady.
works here. And that's why, like, in the show, the demons are able to differentiate. It's like, okay, you're a bishop, but you're kind of shit. This is your fault, isn't it? It's like, no. We know it's a shitty bishop. What a song to end Castlevania on. Oh, Lord. Recognize literally none of those names. Programmers. Okay, they actually had a team of more than 2 programmers. Only 4, but... the size of teams makes a real difference. Pharaoh's like, oh my god, this song. Carnivorous, the cheese. Oh my god, the cheese. There's no substitute for a fine cheese in a reading like that. Like, especially the way that Dracula goes so over the top. I just love it so much. I accept no substitutes. Kenny G featuring Mariah Carey. You know, at this point, we need to get Kenny Rogers from Jackass. Like that version of him. He should be singing the end. It's funny because I'll have video game music playing while I'm doing welds at work, just in my headphones, which are like rated earplugs as well. And every now and again, this comes up while I'm making. I'm just like, it's just slowly working away. I was like, all right, I guess we're the wind today. Wouldn't have it any other way. Perfect cheesy ending to a perfect cheesy game. Eric Greedy at JHL Studio. Larry Ma at Mad Hatter Recording Studio. One day we'll all be one. Transformers reference! Until that day, till all are one. I can't remember if this saves after, or if this is just one of those, oh, the game's done, and then it just goes back to the title screen. In fact, I'm almost positive that's actually what happens. Lots of special thanks. A lot of people responsible for making the push for this to happen, especially during the time that 2D was thought to be on the way out. Funny how that works. Latina International Corporation. That just reads funny. Carnivorous says, this alto sax solo took 400 takes. Right? Just had to. Yes, yes, you are. All right, now, is there another save? Usually I've just turned off the game by this point. Yeah, okay, no, it's an... Oh, no, it's fading out. No, just right back to the title screen. It's good, it's over, you won. Now play it again, sucker. And I will, because I love Symphony of the Night. But for right now, we are very timely out of the time that we have available to stream today. We were just hitting right on the money. Could not be timed any better. Farrell says, Latina International worked their butts off to sign Mariah Carey. I mean, they had to do something, right? They were doing their jobs. Well, thank you all for joining me today. I sure had a great time conquering some games today. Join us next week, where now that we're done with Ninja Gaiden, we'll be moving on to Resident Evil 8. And then, what's going to follow after that, I'll have a poll and some more options introduced, just to keep it spicy and interesting, because I like the way that's starting to work out. That's fun for me. And Everest your ass is low. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for showing up. Really appreciate you. You are why I do this. See you next week. And until then, have a good one, guys.